What can I do for you, Vector?
Agent, excuse us a moment. We hear the song. The nest awakens. Light fills the hive, and we are one. Apologies. It's the hour of revitalization, and as Dawn Herald, we still participate, in spirit, if not in person.
Do what you need to. I'm not here to interfere.
We appreciate that, and we'd like you to understand. Traditionally, the Dawn Herald is a warrior and emissary for the nest, one who confronts the unknown. As Herald, we are more than a typical joiner, and we retain a sense of individuality. It's also why we're useful to you.
You aren't entirely part of the hive mind, but you don't want to leave it, do you?
The joining changed us, and we are content. In any case, we still honor the Killik's gift, but surely everyone carries over rituals and habits from their lives before intelligence.
Who I was then made me who I am today. For the most part.
You should tell us about your past. When we have time, we'd like to hear it.
Codename Leggett calling Base Command. Come in, Base Command.
Base Command here. Patching secondary stream.
Codename Chance here. Ready for mission briefing.
You two met on Nar Shaddaa, so I'll skip the introductions. Welcome to Taris. 1,000 years of civilization reduced to toxic muck.
I'm glad we're getting the chance to work together.
Thank you, sir. You impressed us at the droid factory.
A long time ago, Taris was a Republic world. A Sith Lord bombed it. Now we're trying to rebuild, and the Empire's unhappy.
Your people said shock troops. Devastator units.
It's a mess. The last thing we need is a rogue element, but that's what we've got. Along with Sith and Republic troops, there's a corrupt Jedi down there. You're going to stop her.
I thought Jedi was supposed to be incorruptible.
They're not perfect, but they're supposed to know better. Kai Sazin, Jedi Knight and hero of Tazla. Rising star in the Jedi Order, but she's rotten to the core. Half her missions end with someone dying. Technology and artifacts disappear from under her protection.
The last report said she'd come to Taris because the Force called her here.
I believe Kai Sazin is building a power base. I need you to find out how and why, and bring me hard evidence.
You sound like you're taking this personally.
I'm disappointed is all, but you're right. No good fretting. Chance will be your contact. He'll take it from here.
Yes, sir. Surveilling Kai Sazin has been difficult, but we believe she recently mounted a raid on an Empire-controlled laboratory. We'll begin our investigation there. You need to obtain access to the laboratory from Imperial Command.
Suppose I refuse. Can Agent Chance force me to obey?
Chance may be young, but he has all the experience and authority he needs. Now, get to work, both of you. Base Command out.
Sir, I'll monitor your holocalls to track the investigation. I'll be in touch soon.
Attention on deck!
I'm tracking a Jedi, and I need immediate access to the research laboratory in this sector.
You're talking about the Godera laboratory?
Apologies, sir. I didn't realize you were coming. Lieutenant Nida, liaison officer.
Cypher 9, you run a tight ship.
Thank you, sir. And you are?
Vector Hillis, Dawn Herald of the Ouroboros. Do you have a brother?
Yes, sir. Aboard the Sting.
We served with him as envoy to the Tyon cluster. He's a good man.
Contacting the laboratory for clearance, sir.
Your associate should be at the lab already. He took a security team about a week ago. You'll find it in good hands.
Yes, I'm sure everything will be fine.
I can't pick up anything from the laboratory comm, but there's something on a secondary channel.
To base, Dr. Loken is safe, but the rat ghouls are everywhere. Orange-level infestation. We'll attempt to...
Get it back!
I can't. Our team must have been overrun by the rat ghouls. We'll have to burn the whole lab.
Destroying that facility will disrupt an Imperial intelligence operation. Am I clear?
Clear, sir.
The Rak ghouls are mutants, victims of a Tarisian plague that alters human physiology.
Standing orders are to cluster bomb nest sites to contain the infestation.
You want to reach the lab to track your Jedi, you'll be facing a swarm. I can't offer anything but aerial bombardment.
Your security officer said Dr. Loken was safe. Who's Dr. Loken?
He's the intelligence officer I mentioned. I don't know much else. If you need him, I can put the bombers on hold, but you'll have to clear the rat ghouls manually.
There's a chance our body can resist the Rakghoul plague, but we'd rather not find out, even to locate a Jedi. Is this a lab or a mass grave?
You can lower your weapon. There are no Rakghouls in here. The late Private Rallan dispatched the last of them before succumbing.
Cypher 9, Imperial Intelligence. You must be Dr. Loken.
Yes. Official designation, Fixer 15. How good to meet you. Watcher 4 assigned me here for a cleanup operation. I assume you're here for a similar reason?
My orders are to find a Jedi called Kai Sazon. I'm told she's been here.
Isn't that interesting? Follow me. Mind the bodies. This laboratory belonged to a man named Nason Gadera. Utterly brilliant. Invented everything from durable plastifoam to the death-marked laser. But his relationship with the Republic is rocky. By the time we captured this sector, he was already gone. I came to catalogue the contents of his lab, and I wasn't the first.
Go back to Nason Gadera. What happened to him?
Back in Republic space. But the laboratory hasn't been empty. Watch.
Is that the last of the defenses? Stay on your guard and destroy the monitors. Then find the device.
They stole research, equipment, and something Nason Gadera called an ultra-wave transmitter. I haven't a clue what it does. I suggest we pool resources. A fixer and a cipher investigating a thieving Jedi for Imperial intelligence.
If we can't trust each other, who can we trust?
My thoughts exactly. This wasn't the only recent raid on a science facility. This planet attracts brilliance, and someone has been purloining databanks across the ruins. Based on the pattern, I suspect the Jedi's next target is an abandoned bioresearch facility near a red-level Rakghoul colony. We can find it together.
If you've got a plan, let's hear it.
You should be able to locate the facility by triangulating its signal from the swamps. I'll correlate the data. You intercept the Jedi.
Will you be safe here, without your security team?
How very kind. I assure you I'll be fine. Here's the triangulation device. Give my regards to the toxic swamp.
Come in, Leggett. I know you're busy, sir, so I'll keep it short. Any progress finding Kai Sazon?
I met a Dr. Loken at Nason Gadera's lab. He thinks Sazon is raiding facilities across Taris. I'm en route to one now.
That's great. That name rings a bell, though. Hold on. Dr. Eckard Logan, Imperial Intelligence. 12 confirmed kills over 30 years. Not a lot in the file. Be careful with that man, okay? And contact me when you find anything.
Authority looks good on you.
That wasn't really what I was going for, but thank you. And for the record, I don't agree with how Master Koth is using the command codes. I'd like to make up for it.
Cipher, I think we have our lead. I'm receiving faint signals from an old Taresian transport station. Were I a betting man, I'd say our bio-research lab, our Jedi's next target, is in there.
Any idea where Sazon is now?
None. And I can't even say whether she'll visit the facility personally. That's where your field expertise comes in. I look forward to your findings.
They're of one mind, like a swarm. But where is their queen?
You are not to be here. You are not welcome.
There's no reason we can't talk this through.
Die in her name! Striking at the servants of Kai Sazon, you have sealed your fate. I may die, but she will never be defeated.
I never wanted a fight. Talk to me about your master.
Kai Sazon saved my people. She was only a Padawan when she came to Tasla and slew the spine dragon of Mdweshu. It was she who brought the Nikto to Taris. We swore our lives to her, and I will tell you nothing.
You and your people can return to serve Kai Sazin. But first, you must teach me what she taught you.
Very well. In exchange for life and freedom, I will speak, but I will not betray her. We came to find the secrets of the ultrawave transmitter, a machine crafted by Nassan Godera. Its signals are the song of the Rakghouls. It controls their colonies. When it is ready, they will be her army.
You stole the transmitter, but you needed something more. Am I right?
The ultrawave transmitter was never completed. That is our task. The three chosen of Kai Sazin, each with our own mission. I was to obtain Rakghoul biological research from this, the laboratory of Dr. Durant. The chosen Bokeh seeks data on colony movements. The chosen Fentar seeks a Republic scientist, Dr. Iana Sel, to complete the device. They will triumph soon.
And Kai Sazin? Where is she?
I have told you of my brothers so they may meet you in battle, but I will tell you nothing more.
I appreciate your help. Don't take this personally.
We don't lack for enemies. Maybe it's time to contact friends.
This is Leggett to Chance. We have a situation with Kai Sazin.
Chance here, sir. I'm listening. Building a Rakghoul army with the ultrawave transmitter? Why? She has 2 more sets of followers then. One going after this Republic scientist, one after the Rakghoul colony data. We'll have to split up to stop them both.
We need to divide our resources.
I'll try to find our scientist before the Nikto do. If this Dr. Sel works for the colonists, I should have a shot. You need to figure out where they'd go for Rakghoul colony scans.
I'll talk to Dr. Loken. He knows the science, and he knows Taris. He could be our lead.
I was afraid you'd say that. All right, but don't trust him. Chance out.
Cypher, back with hardly a scratch. And here I am, practically electrocuting myself on Nason Gadera's equipment. How embarrassing.
Kai Sazin is trying to use the ultrawave transmitter to control Rakghouls. But she needs data on Rakghoul colony movements. I want to stop her servants from getting it.
Aye. That is worrisome. Rakghouls are a hobby of mine. If I wanted Rakghoul colony data, I'd set up a sensor net to collect field readings. If I didn't have a sensor net, I'd use the settlers' sensors along the military front lines. Full of data your friends will want, unless you claim it first.
You're a useful man to have around.
Thank you. And I'm not finished. My own recipe of colto-derivative combat stimulants. Medicine to make you more deadly. Against your enemies, you'll need it.
Now let's hope we can keep the data out of Kai Sazin's hands.
This is Chance to Leggett. Can you hear me?
Leggett to Chance. I stopped Kai Sazin's servants. They won't be getting that Rakghoul colony data.
Fantastic. I wish my news were that good.
You were after that scientist, the one Kai Sazin wanted.
I found her. She agreed to meet me in the ruins. I was on my way when Imperial scouts spotted me. I ditched them, but I'm bleeding fast.
Don't move. Tell me where you are and I'll be there soon.
Look, I have to be sure. Keyword, onomatophobia. I'm ordering you to my location at Dynamite General. Sending coordinates now.
I am on my way to Dynamite General.
I'm sorry, Cypher. It's just... I don't want to die like this.
They can't resist using it. But you still have your mind. You can still think. That's your escape.
Chance, I came to meet you.
Thank you. I'm not... Please, listen. Iana Sel is in here somewhere. The scientist Kai Sazin needs to repair the ultrawave transmitter. The scientist will only meet with SIS. Tell her the password. Gemstone.
You don't look well. How much blood do you think you've lost? A liter? 2?
If you can patch me up, I can... If you patch me up, I can get to an evac point. Keyword, Anna...
You can't say it, can you? Goodbye, Chance.
Please. Please.
Clever. But you can't kill them all this way.
Dr. Lancel, I'm with the SIS. Password Gemstone. You agreed to meet with us?
Don't move. Just... Hell, I barely know how to fire one of these things. You have no idea how glad I am to see you. I've been hiding from that Jedi for weeks.
What do you know about Kai Sazin?
Let me show you something. I kept it with me as evidence.
Dr. Cell, you haven't returned my calls. That's disappointing. The Jedi have plans for the Rakghouls, but I can't move forward without your support. Turn yourself over to the Nikto, or I'll make my case to you in person.
She's not a Jedi. She already killed Dr. Vernon and Professor Vrawl when I couldn't fix some transmitter. I'm the last Rakghoul expert on Terrace.
She needs you to complete a device for controlling Rakghouls?
Of course she does. She's completely crazy. If that's yours, I can wait.
What is it?
Cypher, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I believe I have a solution for both you and Dr. Cell.
You want to explain where you heard that name?
Yes, well, I was hoping you wouldn't ask that.
Who is this?
Dr. Eckhard Loken. I saw your lecture on xenometaphoric epidemiology. I understand your misgivings. How did he track me here? How did he survive the ruins unscathed? Both reasonable questions. But like you, I'm a resourceful person. And we do share a common goal. We're all friends of the Republic here. Right, Dr. Cell?
We can discuss our common interests another time. Make your pitch.
Thank you. Dr. Cell, I'd like you to tell the Republic that I'm your assistant.
You've got to be kidding.
I know Rakghoul science well enough to convince Kai Sazin that I'm an adequate substitute for Cell. I'll be taken to the ultrawave transmitter. Once captive, I signal you, and you find Kai Sazin and the transmitter. And rescue me, of course.
Would Kai Sazin believe this man is your assistant?
What's the difference between a Hirano strain of the Rakghoul virus and the Bozan variant?
Mutation of the Claudite-derived gene sequence.
She'll believe him.
Doctor, please contact the authorities on an unsecured channel. Tell them your assistant is at Dynamet General and must be found.
It's your life on the line. Just be careful. Both of you.
One last thing while I wait to be captured. There is a chance the Republic will jam my signal to you. Before you come for Kai Sazin, you'll have to sabotage their jamming stations. They're guarded by wilderness troopers. A good warm-up for fighting a Jedi Knight. I hope you're receiving this because I'm not going to get another chance. I'm inside Kai Sazin's base. She and her people are housed in an abandoned tunnel system in the main Republic compound. The ultrawave transmitter is here. When you arrive, I'll do my best to cause a ruckus, but please hurry.
This is Base Command to Liggett. Agent Chance has failed to report in. Therefore, I have to assume he's compromised. You are now primary on this mission.
How do I proceed, sir?
Keyword onomatophobia. Your new objective is to retrieve the ultrawave transmitter from Kai Sazin. I still want the Jedi taken down if possible, but she can't be our priority.
I'm on my way to Kai Sazin's hideout now.
May the Force be with you. Base Command out.
The song of the universe becomes cacophonous. Be wary.
Funny. When the Nikto said a girl was coming after me, I thought she'd be a challenge.
We have a lot to discuss. Shall we do it without the weapons?
It is her. She who killed my brothers.
Easy, Fentar. We don't have anything to discuss. I'm on the verge of taking over this sorry planet. And then, when I own this place, I'll take my cult and my Rakghouls and make a nasty little paradise for anyone who swears loyalty.
I thought Jedi was supposed to be passionless.
I tried that. It bored me.
Kutogi kumpa, Gigi no lia makechisa.
Not now! I'm going to deal with you. I am going to kill you. And then back to business. Oh, you cheating little... The Nikto said you were good, but I'm still their savior. When I'm gone, they'll sing the death song of Threshalu. What do you say to that?
You're strong, ambitious, and you have no loyalty to the Republic. There's a place for you in the Empire.
Are you... Is that why you came all this way? To stop me and then recruit me when I'm down?
Your position among the Sith would be secure. The only price I ask is the Ultrawave transmitter.
My ticket to freedom. I could live with being called Lord Sazin. The Nikto will retrieve your payment. But I need to go, before the Republic comes to see what all the fuss is about.
Oscar Stupa.
How invigorating. Cypher, I hope you don't mind that I freed myself. I wanted the chance to look through Kai Sazen's research.
Not one move, or I put a blaster bolt in your skull.
Yes, I was hoping to smooth things over by recovering the Ultrawave transmitter for you, but you clearly didn't need the help.
Your scent is purely human. How?
You're understandably suspicious. As soon as we distance ourselves from the Republic Army, I promise to answer all your questions.
Rendezvous at the Imperial Command Center. And don't get killed on the way.
I'll do my very best.
Dr. Loken.
Cypher, I'd like to make a proposal. For 5 minutes, you and I pretend to trust one another. We lay our cards on the table. No lies, no hidden recorders, just truth.
Why don't you start by telling me why you're on Taris?
I've been studying the Rakghouls for some time. I came to Taris to review the research of others, the same research Kai Sazin stole. My goal was to perfect a custom strain of the Rakghoul virus. Keyed to my own genetic structure, it currently allows free reversion between human and Rakghoul forms.
You told me you were sent by Imperial Intelligence to catalog Nason Godera's lab.
That was a lie. I do officially work for Intelligence, but this was a personal project. Then again, you weren't sent here by Imperial Intelligence either.
Keeper gave me this assignment herself.
Of course. Despite your unusual choice of contacts, and your search for the Ultrawave transmitter, I understand, Cypher, that working without official sanction can be a necessary evil. But, given what we know about one another, I think I ought to stay close to you. An alliance rather than mutual destruction.
I'm not sure I understand what you're asking.
We could both go to our superiors and expose one another's secrets. But who does that help? You let me take my research onto your ship, and I'll contribute my share. Besides, with Kai Sazin dealt with, I need something to keep myself occupied.
You can join my team, but one misstep, and you're floating through space.
I'll gather my belongings and meet you on board. Oh, and one last thing. About the Ultrawave transmitter. You know that Nason Gadera was notorious for hiding secrets in his devices? Encrypted codes, maps to lost projects? Just something I heard. I'll see you shortly.
He's an odd man. And there's something in his eyes. We'll watch him.
It's in your head. You can't keep it there.
This is Leggett to Base Command. I have retrieved the ultrawave transmitter.
Base Command here. Connect the Gadara device to your link-up. I'll download what I need. I got word Kai Sazin escaped Terrace. Took a shuttle headed for Imperial space.
Find that shuttle. She's a lunatic. She can't reach Safe Haven.
I'm doing what I can, but not a lot of extra fighters in this sector. I hate when Jedi go bad. Download's complete. Let's hope the genius in that thing helps us win this war.
It's breaking your skull. Can you hear it crack?
You don't look so good, Leggett. Take a few days, check in with your bosses. We'll have another job soon.
Can you see? Cypher 9. Leggett. Disposable operative. It's been a while since Shadowtown.
Whatever you're doing to me, I'll survive. And you'll regret this.
I never regret anything. But I'm not your enemy. When you met me on Nar Shaddaa, I was designated Watcher X, formerly Watcher 5, formerly Minder 8. I performed surgery on you before you murdered me. A chip in your spine to disguise your life readings. Maybe that chip is how we're talking now, or maybe it's the stress. Double agent, triple agent. The brainwashing damages your mind.
Only the SIS knows about the programming. I can't even talk about it.
I was in your position once, trapped by my conditioning, forced to subvert it. I warned you they'd do the same to you. The SIS isn't to blame. We both know you were programmed before you met them.
The Republic doesn't have the technology. Brainwashing is an imperial science.
Yes, slave serums, genetic engineering, Killik pheromones. But this I don't recognize. If you want freedom, if you want revenge, we need more information. Imperial intelligence will have records on Drummond Cass. Take your personnel files from the Citadel archives. Ensure no one sees you. You have no allies now.
Readings are stable. Ah, our patient is awake.
We found you in the plague sleep. We watched, but could not mend you.
Prep the ship for flight. I need to pay a visit to the Citadel.
Of course. We'll be ready presently.
Yeah, sure. We can spend all the time with Keeper.
It's been a while since I played ship's doctor. There is something odd here, Cypher.